What's good, folks? It's Micah doing a video alone today. Wifey is tied up doing some dissertation work, or she's catching up on how to get away with murder. One or the other. I was burdened to do this video, man, after watching another video that y'all may have heard of due to it going viral this past week. And that video is about HURTBAE. Good Lord, man. While I was watching it, I was upset, I was amazed, and I might have cringed a couple times. It was just uncomfortable for me, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. The video shows a guy and a girl who used to date each other, and the guy, Leonard, cheated on the girl, Kourtney, multiple times. And I think it really serves as a huge example of pitfalls that men should escape from, and red flags that women really just need to be aware of, and pretty much just lessons for everybody. So what I'm gonna do is show y'all some of the video and give y'all some of my input as a married man who has made some mistakes, not cheating, but I've also come to learn the value of a woman, and I do want to just share that with everybody because I think that we all can learn something. So here's the first clip where she talks about some of the red flags that she pretty much ignored, right?
I would go through his phone and I would see text messages or pictures of girls, and then I would ask him about it. And sometimes he would lie and just say oh, that's not true, you don't know what you're talking about. And he said oh, I'll stop, but then he didn't.
Bruh, listen, I cannot stress this enough. There are too many people out here looking for real relationships, for any woman or man to date someone who can't fully commit. This is elementary type stuff. Also, let me state this for the record. If your relationship does not have a mutually stated purpose from the very beginning, prepare for there to be a lot of confusion. Let me say it like this. If me and my wife get in the car and neither of us say where we're going or where we want to go, who knows where we'll end up, right? It's pretty simple, I promise. Next clip, please.
One time I went to his room and he had someone else in his room and he told me to leave. And I went back to my room and I just cried the whole night. And then I think I went on a little while without talking to you, and then you said something oh, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it again.
He's gonna do it again. You know why? Because us as people, we have certain behavior patterns, and we continue to do things that we're eventually rewarded for. So if he cheats on you, or if she cheats on you, and you take them back, they're likely to do it again because you're positively reinforcing that behavior. Guys, please stop doing this. Women are not objects for our selfish pleasure. I feel like if we realize the real value that a woman has in a man's life, then we wouldn't try to be so greedy and have more than one person. Plus, my wife is a handful, and since I'm so invested in her, I really don't have the time or the energy to be invested in anyone else on that level. So everything else is kind of secondary. So if Leonard really would have been her best friend like they claim, he wouldn't be seeking anything from any other woman. And that goes vice versa too. But old Leonard is an idiot, hence him asking this question.
If you would go to that measure to find whatever, why wouldn't you just leave?
Really, dude, shifting the blame on her. Look, cheating is not a normal thing. Tons of people do it. Yep, I give you that, that's true. But it's not normal. Ladies never accept this behavior. Men never accept this behavior, and don't do it either, because women be out here cheating too, because I think people are afraid to be alone. I mean, that's not a bad thing, but they like having somebody. So They date when they're not ready, and then they end up messing up people's lives. I mean, I've done it, but I'm here to tell y'all to stop. If you have, or if you don't have plans to fully commit to someone, why waste their time and yours that they could be spent on learning who you are and, you know, other things. Some people don't want to commit. You can't change them, and you cannot make people want to commit to you. Leonard even tells her this, which is, I thought was pretty key, but pretty funny too. He did two other things, or he said two other things. Number one was that there was nothing more that Kourtney could have done. He said that she was the perfect girlfriend, but he just didn't want to commit. And number two, they weren't on the same page. And bro, I can say that my wife and I, we pretty much started out basically saying like, look, hey, I'm trying to be married. Like, I'm 30 now, you know what I'm saying? So I knew I was getting older. So I was like, you know, you trying to get married too? Okay, cool, let's do this. And we built from there. And that's what Same Tempo is all about. You have to be on the same page from the very beginning. Look, I'm gonna say it for the people in the back one time. Your best friend will not cheat on you. Even if they make a mistake, they won't do it over and over again. People, please get your act together. Quit this stuff. And also, like and subscribe our pages and our channel. And thank y'all for watching this video. I'm gonna go finish doing what I was doing before. I'm actually kind of hungry. We'll catch y'all next week. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram as well. And Enzo will be back. Y'all pray for her as she's finishing up this hard thing that she's doing. So God bless y'all.